Okay, so here we are at Endless Earth EcoVillage, this beautiful land here in Calaveras County. And we have people here with a vision. We got Samantha here, we got Kurt back there cobbing it up, and we got Keith. And we have friends here too. All right, hey Becca. All right, cool. So what's going on here, Keith?
So we just thought we were gonna try dry stacking. You see this all the time with people's wood sheds. You know, they put a couple posts up and they stack the wood in there, and I just thought, you know, that looks like a wall, not much effort and work. So we tested out with this wall. We're gonna go about 3 feet is our initial idea, and then we ended up going all the way to 5 feet, stacked it nice and tight, and then we came with a chainsaw and cleaved it off nice and flat. So you can see here it's all uneven, but we're gonna take that big saw back there and just cut it nice and flat. And then what's kind of keeping it together from falling this way is this top plate board. And then we just took a bunch of pieces and hammered them in with wedges to create a downward force to create the stability of the wall. And we're probably gonna put another top plate here so we can get a little bit more force, and we can see how it goes.
And why are we using all this wood here?
Well, we had a fire that came through here, and we had all this biomass, and we were really concerned, like, what exactly are we going to be doing with all this wood? We're going to bury it in the soil. Do we want to get excavators? We definitely didn't want to burn it, so we had all this from, these pieces were already all cut from when we milled. This is all cedar. It's a good wood because it's soft, has good insulation value, and we already had it already cut, so we just took it from the pile, brought it over here, and put it right into the walls. And we're just really excited that our soil is so good and that we have Cob Lot's approval.
Yeah. And so what's going to go over the wood here?
I'm going to put a cob mixer on it.
Nice. Okay. So let's go check out the cob station here.
Yeah. Ooh, he's already got the.
All right. So we got Kurt here.
Hey.
Cobbing it up.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. So yeah, so this is just the mix. Look at all this earth around. I mean, this is like we're like on a gold mine here. We're just surrounded by amazing building material. And so we're doing our 70% sand, 30% clay mixture. They got clay. They got the sand actually just from a riverbed yesterday.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And we're using the straw, but you know, Kurt's got all this grass here too, just to cut right from the property. So the idea here is to try to demonstrate building a structure using all locally sourced materials, you know, which is pretty awesome. This is feeling great. So in case you don't know what cob is, so cob means a rounded lump of mass, right? So that's what this is here. This is a cob ball, right? So we're gonna be using this here to set the glass blocks, right? So we have these glass blocks that Samantha got here, and so we'll be putting these in and using the cob as kind of a grout mortar to embed these glass blocks in. So we'll do a couple of glass blocks high, and then another course of the cordwood on top of that. Cool. All right, let's do this. 2 times. All right. And cobbing in the glass blocks here. This is how it's done. Yeah.
So, is this the same mixture you'd use for the rest of the walls as well?
I'd make the mixture for the walls a little bit thinner. Yeah, I'm making this a little dense so it doesn't compress as much. Okay, now we're cobbing it up, putting the cob on the glass blocks. It's looking awesome. Yeah. So Keith is about to put a nice board going across here, and then we'll continue this cordwood design up on top of here, and then cob that up. So, wow, this wall was just done today, and that wall was just done today. You see how quick that goes up? It's amazing. I think we're onto something here. This is my station, and I would recommend everybody who's doing this, if we have the buckets for it, to have a station of slip and cob and water. So we can also call this an earthen plaster, because essentially that's what it is an earthen plaster. So first we're going to put our slip, and the slip again is just the clay, just the earth right from the ground, with the water. And this is kind of like a glue that we put over the wood to make it stick. And we'll go ahead and, you know, as much as possible, kind of dab it into those gaps there. And so we'll put this on. And what's really nice about this wood, what's brilliant about this system, is how coarse this wood is. right? If this was like, you know, lumber, you know, this would be super smooth, but this is like really coarse. So this is like, we don't need any wire mesh or, you know, anything to help it stick. And this is great, you know? So, so now we'll just go ahead and take our cob mix and we'll put it on. And where there's the holes, I would say try to really push it in there, kind of throw it in there, you know? Just to kind of pack it into those gaps. You know, and it feels, it's nice, this is nice. And then you can take a trowel and you get the trowel wet and just trowel it. And if we were gonna do a finished plaster then over that, then I would do that, and then I would dip my hands in water and rough it up again. Because I would want it to be, you know, coarse to put my finished plaster on, right? But since this is going to be, you like the rough look?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can also use a plastic lid, like a little yogurt lid too, and smooth it out that way too. And you know, let's do it. So let's go ahead and get 2 stations going. Maybe we can have 2 people working on this, you know, 2 people working on that, so we can share the slip.
You can share that. And
yeah.
We're working on that side over there, so it's just 2 stations.
All right, Kurt, want to show us how it's done here? Getting the clay slip on.
Just use that sponge.
Yeah, get in there.
Slip all nice.
Samantha's getting it on. Yeah, and Kathy. Kathy showed up here from Bakersfield. Thank you, Steve, for telling Kathy about this. That's awesome. Yeah, perfect. Nice. And Jay's doing it right, getting the cob in there, getting in those holes. Yeah, looking great. I don't know if this has ever been done before, you guys. I think this is a first. Yeah. Baba la gumba la habisse, 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 Baba la gumba la habisse. Okay, we're carving the last wall here. Very last wall. We got Austin and we got Tim. Tim just showed up here today. So Tim is busting it out. And Kurt's a pro by now. So he's getting the cob in there next to the post. And nice. And Keith is getting these nice glass blocks in right over the little window. I'm sure those chickadees will really appreciate that very much. And we got a little space down below for the chicks to crawl through. Nice. Actually, maybe we should leave a little truth window. You know, just like right in here, leave a little truth window so people can just, you know, that this is how this is built. Okay, so we are in Sunday evening here of our weekend workshop here at the Endless Earth EcoVillage. And we got a lot done this weekend. So as you remember from the beginning, this was just cordwood, you know, just cordwood that was dry stacked. And so the last few days, we've worked on putting the cob mix over that. So so you can see this nice little sculpture here on the outside. So this is kind of a symbol of fertility with a flower, sunflower kind of coming out of an egg here. So the flowers and there are glass blocks in here. And then, so let me show you the side here. So we got the cob over to all the walls here. And got this window here, and this is like will be a door for the chickens to go in and out through the door, right? And so at this point, I'm just gonna let this all dry, and then probably do a clay paint over it, and then yeah, take a good look in there. Pretty cool, huh? So just 3 days of work, really. You know, a couple days of piling up the wood and framing it up, and then just 2 days of cobbing. And there'll be a nice metal roof that's going to be going over here, and then like earth on top of that. So like a living roof. It'll be really well insulated for the chickens. The idea was to try to demonstrate how to make this very well insulated. Because with 16-inch thick walls, and then a couple inches of cob on either side, so it's actually more like 18 or 19 inches thick. It's probably gonna be at least 25 R. It's gonna be pretty good insulation. So that's great. So they might be more inclined to lay their eggs in the winter, is the idea, right? So, and then just come out here. Let's go say hey to Samantha. So, round in the corner here, we're doing a little video. So we can see Samantha is one of the main kind of organizers of this whole project here, and so it was kind of her idea to do a chicken coop here, right? Cob Coop.
I wanted a chicken coop for my birthday, and definitely we've all been wanting chickens here. We eat a lot of eggs, and so this was just one sort of inspirational, motivational movement to get things going, and we want to do more earthen structures here, so we just figured let's experiment with the cordwood. It's only for the chickens, and it's just amazing how beautiful this has come out. So really thankful for Migs to come out here and teach us, and just to gather community in this way to build stuff. That's actually, we're like a test pilot. We'll see how long this lasts, and that way we can be showing other people like just do this instead of buying tough sheds or buying lumber at Lowe's or Home Depot for chicken coops.
Yeah. Come check out our bricks we made yesterday. Good things. Hey William, you see the bricks we made yesterday? These are adobe bricks that we made. See how nice and dry they are, right? Isn't that cool? These are like so everybody here yesterday made a brick. So we had this mold. This is just a simple adobe brick mold. So we could make a bigger mold to build many houses. The earth here, you see how great this earth is? This is just like a gold mine. This earth is like so easy to work with. It's just right here. It's no big rocks in it or anything. And we just take the earth from there, add the sand, and the sand was all from a river nearby. All the grass was all from the river nearby, from the land. But that's what's really cool. Is pretty much everything on this property was all using locally sourced materials. That's pretty a great thing to demonstrate. So, cool.